Alright, I'm here to talk about the 2011 season for the Georgia Bulldogs, which kicks off in 1 week against the Boise State Broncos. Now, the game is at a quote neutral site in Atlanta, Georgia, but everybody knows that's a home game for the Bulldogs. So the Broncos are going to be walking into hostile territory on September 3rd. So hopefully the Bulldogs can start off the season right. Now, in 2010, they did have a very disappointing season, going 6-7, a losing year, becoming the first SEC team to lose to Conference USA in that Liberty Bowl game. But the season started off bad with the whole A.J. Green incident. So hopefully 2011 will be much better for the Dogs. Now, schedule-wise, it is better. Like I mentioned, they do open the season against a tough opponent, Boise State. Other than that, non-conference, it's a cakewalk. Now, conference play, of course, they got to play every opponent in the East. Top contenders being South Carolina. Of course, you got to watch out for Florida. Tennessee's an up-and-comer. But a good thing for the Bulldogs is they do not play very tough opponents from the West. The toughest is Mississippi State. That's a home game for the Bulldogs. And then they got Ole Miss. And, of course, their annual meeting with Auburn. But that's an Auburn team without Cam Newton, which carried the Tigers in 2010. Everybody knows that. Now, so hopefully the Dogs, that easier schedule will lead to more wins. Now, the team as a whole, they did bring in a very strong, high-quality recruiting class. They completed the dream team, bringing in the top players from the state of Georgia, including Ray Drew, of course, Isaiah Crowell going to carry the load at running back. Sterling Bailey looks to fit the 3-4 very well. Now, the offensive side of the ball. They return Aaron Murray, the best pure passer in the conference, very confident, very mature, nice touch. He can make things happen. The running backs, it looked to be the Dogs' strong point entering 2011 with, of course, bringing in the top running back recruit, Isaiah Crowell, returning Caleb King, who showed flashes, Washaun Ely. But, of course, since then, Ely and King, they left for their reasons. Now, you can look at it two ways. They're relying on a freshman to carry the load at running back, but it also turns a spotlight on Crowell, and hopefully he can step up like other freshman running backs have in recent past. Dyer from Auburn, Lattimore from South Carolina. So that's the running back situation. They also moved Richard Samuel from linebacker to running back. That's okay. That was his original position, playing running back. Now, the receiving core, they did take a big hit, losing, of course, A.J. Green, the best receiver in all of college football 2010. I'm not talking stats. So, don't Greg Salas, Justin Blackman, Ryan Broyles. No, I'm talking pure skill set, what he could do on the field, making things happen. He was the best receiver in 2010. That's why he was the 4th overall pick. So now, other receivers, hopefully King and Wooten can step out of the shadow of A.J. Green. Hopefully somebody can become either Aaron Murray's go-to guy, or Murray will spread the wealth amongst his playmakers. Tight ends, a very deep group. Top tight end in the Southeastern Conference, one of the top in the nation, of course, Orson Charles. Offensive line anchored by two of the best interior linemen in the nation, Cordy Glenn and Ben Jones. So those are some strong points for the Bulldogs. Now the defense, again, we lost arguably our best player on the defense, Justin Houston, but it's our second year running the 3-4. We're bringing in Jarvis Jones, who a lot of people think can outshine Justin Houston in the 3-4. They moved Alec Ogletree from safety to linebacker in the 3-4. No surprise, he's a hard hitter, very athletic. Same with Jones, very versatile, looks to be a freak in that 3-4. Now the defense was soft at times, the front seven getting beat down in the trenches in tough games. The secondary, a lot of talent in the secondary, but did give up a lot of yards after catch. That's something they need to step up and fix. Brandon Boykin looks to be a contributor again on special teams. So overall, hopefully the Dogs can bounce back with an overall easier conference schedule, a down East division, not playing the teams from the West like LSU, Arkansas, or Alabama. Aaron Murray's got a full year under his belt. We got the top running back, freshman running back in the nation. second year in the 3-4 with some studs at linebacker. So look for the Dogs to, I'm not going to say a BCS bowl coming from the SEC, but definitely a much more respectable bowl than the Liberty, maybe Capital One, Outback. I want to say 10 wins. That's, wishing big. But 9 wins definitely for the Bulldogs, but got to kick it off strong against Boise State. It is going to be a tough game. By no means am I saying it's going to be a cakewalk for the Bulldogs. If I had to do a score, 28-23. Boise's going into hostile territory down south. They are going to be without. They do have Kellen Moore, one of the more efficient, more accurate quarterbacks in the nation, but he's without his top 2 weapons. So hopefully that'll come down. That's going to make it easier for the Bulldogs to defend the checks, things underneath, since his deep threats are gone. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do in 2011.